right, what up, what up, what up? LB honey, raw, I'ma give it to you. Straight from the beehive, straight from the source. I'm gonna try to be a little louder today because in my other videos I'm always too quiet. But this is a lion's frame. Look at that. Of honey. So what you're seeing right here is capped honey up high, open uncapped honey on the bottom, and we're gonna harvest this. It's a dark honey. We have two kinds of honey coming from the beehive, some blonde and some darker. Just two different nectar sources from our local West Texas neighborhood. Usually the darker honey is more mesquite. The lighter honey is more of our wildflowers in the area. So this is what kind of mesquite honey looks like, and let's get right into it. I won't do too much talking. I'm gonna kind of save the capped honey, leave it kind of the way it is, package it like that, and then this other honey we'll go ahead and just break it down and throw it in this hot Texas heat, let it melt and let it get filtered right into the jar. It'll be lightly filtered, but other than that, this is just raw honey straight from the source. Like I said, raw, I'm gonna give it to you. So let's do it. Let's get that knife, let's get the gloves, and let's make a mess. Some liquid gold. Yes, we have better equipment. Yes, we usually do this somewhere else, but this is my own kitchen. I'm just doing it lazy today. Brought this home instead, and I need to get better on my filming techniques. But until then, this thing weighs about, I would say about 15, 20 pounds. This is a heavy frame of honey. Look at that. A little premature, but I went ahead and pulled it because I wanted to. No, I just pulled it because I need to make some room in this beehive, and went ahead and decided to pull this frame out. So normally you want it to all be capped, but we're gonna go ahead and just pull this. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And let's get right into it. Enough talking, start walking. So, what do we need? A jar. We need cheesecloth. And a knife. Oh, too bad you guys can't taste it, but man, it's gonna be delicious. Here we go. Hopefully I'm talking loud enough. I'm learning how to get these filming techniques. I'll learn to edit these films, but hey, it is what it is. Forgive me for not keeping up with the chat, but feel free to hit me up. This is El Paso, West Texas neighborhood honey. No pesticides. All right. I'm a one-man show. So let's do it. Oh, yeah. There's my baby right there. Can we see that? Let's get right to it. Oh, yeah, gotta put the gloves on. That's right. Nobody wants my fingers all up in their honey, right? It's about 100 degrees outside right now, so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and cut some pieces, and I like to put it in my vehicle, put it in the car, and just let it melt through the filter, and boy, it comes out so beautiful. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Here we go. Here you go, kids. Eee. It looks a little crude, a little dark, but this is very, very syrupy, sweet, sweet honey. This dark honey is one of my favorite. Once you go dark, once you go dark honey, you don't go back. How can we get this, man? How can we get this? I know you guys want to see some better footage. Ooh. Some dark stuff. All right, all right. These are layings frames, so our bees are grown in a horizontal manner. They're not really grown for their honey production. We do it more for their pollination and their medicinal, the propolis and the other properties that bees make. But of course they make honey. So this is just a more ecological way of raising bees, more bee friendly, happier bees, last a lot longer and don't get sick on me. So yes, my bees don't make a lot of honey, but they are happier. My queens last longer. And I avoid all pests by just letting the strong survive. And so look at that. Woo, woo. Some live action right there. Yee. So I'm gonna cut off some of this uncapped stuff first, and then I'll go ahead and make some nice squares and put that in nice little Tupperwares. So I'm gonna edit this later on, but right now I just wanted you guys to see it happening live. Right there, look at that. Ooh. My bees have been doing really good this season. We're June something, Juneteenth, I don't know, we're June 12th, 2024. And the bees have been been very busy this year. So this Texas heat doesn't scare away these bees, man. They love to work in this hot weather. And how they keep it from melting inside their beehive is a miracle in itself. Look at that. So we'll go ahead and put this in a couple of jars out in the sun, and within half an hour it'll just melt all the way through the filter and we'll be left with nothing but dark liquid gold. Raw, I'm gonna give it to you straight from the source. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. Let's get to it. Can we see that right there? Man, this is very new to me, so I apologize, and I'll start getting better with the camera crew and the filming, but I just didn't want this to go by without you guys seeing this beautiful, beautiful mess. Usually this dark honey is mesquite. It kind of, to me, has like a little fig taste to it, so it's definitely local Texas plants for sure. Very good, very good, very good. All right, let me put everything down and get some better stand for my camera, and I'll keep moving and stop talking. Where can we put this baby? Oh. This will probably make about easily more than half a gallon of honey right here. Come on, man, work with me. There we go, that's a good angle, I guess. You can see up high. Can we see what we're doing? Let's do this. Chop, chop, chop. like the Turtle Man would say, this is some live action. Yee. Straight from the beehive. Raw, I'ma give it to you. Look at that. Oh man, this thing is dripping. Oh, this is sweet. This dark honey tastes like syrup. That's how. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna keep that square the way it is and put it just like that in a package. Beep, 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 beep. I used to chop this all up and crush it, but so many people have never had honeycomb or honey like this, so I started to leave it because people just love it like this. I personally want it filtered and crushed. Eating honeycomb like this is you kind of have to smack the honey in your mouth and spit out the wax. Nothing wrong with eating it, but whoa. It's definitely a messier taste, but look at that. People just love it like that, so let's leave it like that. I know this is horrible filming, so I'll probably just film a little bit longer.
Yeah?
Do me a favor.
Yes.
Right here, America's watching us. Why don't you grab the phone and film me a little bit?
Okay.
You don't have to show your face. Just keep showing the honey. All right? There you go. There you go. We got little bee in the house. We got little bit right here. Little drill bit. We got a little bit in the house helping daddy out. Look at that. Look at that. You getting some good camera? Make sure you watch it. Get some good film, okay? Show people what we do as a family. Look at that. Okay, here we go. Woo, woo. Can you see it? Little candy break. Let's keep going. I show everybody the inside right there. You see that? Oh man. We're definitely gonna have to get some equipment, some phone stand, some camera stand. All right. A lot of this desert honey has creosote in it. Very highly medicinal right here. There's a lot of medicinal honey, good for eczema, all sorts of skin conditions. Just put that honey, burns, put that honey right on the spot and that's magic right there. Yee-hee. Straight from the source. Raw, I'm gonna give it to you. Ah, some live action. Look at that. Oh man. It's liquid gold right there. Look at that. That's a lot of sugar, man. Woo-hoo. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We definitely got to check on the bees tomorrow. Probably pull a couple more frames out, but we got lots of bees this season in different parts of the city, from downtown to out in the deserts. So we got different kinds of honey: blonde honey, dark honey, amber looking honey. So definitely different parts of the beehive have different colors of honey all in the same beehive. But man, that is just beautiful. Can you see that? Whoa. All right, we're almost done. This right here, I'll go ahead and melt this down and filter this. We went ahead and cut 7 squares that we'll just leave like that for packaging. But all this other stuff, we'll go ahead and just filter it. And move on. All right. Enough talking. Start walking. Like I said, these bees are grown in a horizontal manner, and this is, you know, happier bees are grown like this. They stay more in their natural cycles in the year. They're not always in honey production. So since they're not slaves and always in honey production, we get happier bees that don't get so sick on us all the time. Look at that. That is beautiful. So that's what a frame looks like empty. You can see the wires for support. And there we go. Make a mess, make a mess. Ain't that right, little bit? Oh. All right. Put that right there. Show them the big old mess of honey that we're going to filter. And then show them the honey that we're going to package. Ooh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Look at that. That is just incredible. All right, so how do we do this? Let's change our gloves. The reason I change my gloves is because it gets sticky and messy. Like I said, I'll do some editing and make this video more interesting in the future. But if you're watching, thanks for watching. This is just a raw, uncut video. Because I like to give it to you raw. Straight from the source. Woohoo! All right, got our jar right here. What do you say? Ooh, you want to buy some? We've been really secretive on getting this honey. Actually, what we've been doing with it is a lot of bio research and getting it to the hands of physicians and practitioners that want to work with honey as a remedy for eczema and other skin conditions. So I do have some surplus that I guess I could start selling. But a lot of this honey, since it's made with no pesticides, all natural, I can't really say organic, but since we keep it as clean as possible, we're getting this, we get this to researchers who are really in love with the medicinal value of Texas honey. So for you, that's everybody that's asking after this video, I'll go through it and see if I message you and maybe we could work something out because you will fall in love with this honey. As operations get bigger, I will start selling some on the side. But right now we're just doing this more for the medicinal values. But stay tuned. All right, enough of that. What you do here is get some cheesecloth. Don't show them our messy kitchen. Make it look like Hollywood, make it look pretty. Like I said, that frame right there will make easily more than a half a gallon of honey. What we're gonna do is put this honey in the sun right now. Since I don't have the my extracting equipment with me, we're gonna go ahead and do it the natural way and just put it in the sun and let it melt right through these filters. Leave this in the sun in the hot car, and boy, it'll just melt right through this. So even the way I extract this honey is going to be natural. Oh, look at that. I'm not reading your comments right now. I got little Bit right here in the house, but he's helping Dad out. Let's do it. Oh no. You're watching LB Honey. Raw, I'm gonna give it to you straight from the beehive. We're located in West Texas. We got beehives from inside the city to the outskirts of this deserts and the mountains. We use feral bees. Our bees are never bought but caught. Our feral bees are a little bit spicy. They're not the nicest bees to work with, but at the same time, they are not prone to so much disease as these out-of-town bees. You get out-of-town bees and they don't last long because they're not used to all this disease and conditions of the West Texas. So I enjoy working with feral bees, and they enjoy working with me. My bees love me and I love them. So here we go. Now what I do once I make my little filter catch like this is go ahead and get some honey. Oh man, once I start crushing this, it just starts leaking. Pieces in here. Look at that, just can they see that? Look at that. So instead of crushing this, I've learned to just leave it in the sun and let the sun do all the hard work. So I'll kind of break the caps a little bit. But other than that, this will all melt in a couple minutes in the hot car. And this is definitely black gold right here. Like I said, we're gonna break some of these caps and just let it ooze through that filter. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, look at that. Most of this honey was already uncapped to begin with, so I don't really have to uncap it. I'll just kind of leave it the way it is, and it'll easily fall out of this. Normally you want to spin this honey and kind of put back these honeycomb frames in the hive so the bees could just reuse them. Now, since I took the whole frame, they're gonna have to make some honeycomb in order. They're gonna have to make honeycomb in order to fill them back with honey. But that's okay. Making them make new honeycomb every time prevents the buildup of pests inside the hive. So that's all right that they have to make new honeycomb. It's all right. So we'll go ahead and leave that there. I think we could put a little bit more on top of that. Yeah, some live action right there. Look at that. Turtle Man would be proud. Turtle Man would want to do a trade for this. I would do a trade for this. But I don't think I have any work. All right, enough talking. Start walking. Is it coming out the bottom, mijo?
Mm-hmm.
Show them that little drip right there. Yee. Yee. All right. Let's go ahead and clean up our gloves. When this ball of honey melts, it'll melt down to almost nothing, and then we'll go ahead and add some more on top. Why don't you film a little bit, and let's go. I'm gonna bring that jar from outside and show them what a jar of honey looks like. We've been at this for the last couple hours. All right, check this out. This is our blonde honey. Been out in the sun for about an hour. Look at that. That's blonde honey. Show them how it looks when it melts a little bit. That versus that. So as that melts, it looks like that. And it looks like that right there. So we'll put this in the sun right now. Man, Holly, thank you for being so nice. I really want to try to get you some of this honey since you're so interested. Check it out. Well, ooh. Well, I'm an ecologist from West Texas. So as an ecologist, I love to study the relationships between organisms. And so I just got into bees. And so anybody out there that's going to school, keep it up. Don't give up. And get you some honey for those long hours that you got to stay awake. A natural source of energy right here. I'll keep you guys posted. I'll go ahead and put this in the sun. Let it melt down. Add some of that more honey. Let it melt down. And I'll show you what it looks like in the end. This is all a new operation, so I'll get better with my editing and my filming. But thank you for your support. Share, subscribe, talk about us. Until then, this is LB, all natural horizontal hive, backyard beekeeping. Raw, I'm gonna give it to you. Stay cool. Wow, just delicious.